I felt that spell.
Go around, pick them up and sell them tomorrow. Yeah, go around, pick them up and sell them tomorrow. Yeah, take them all back and get a free few drinks. There's loads hanging around in there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the first of our finals here from the World Cup. The Australian men's 55 taking on New Zealand. Adam Collins in commentary, joined once again by Kate Davis-Bevan.
Hi Adam, thanks for having me again. Excited to be here and really looking forward to this first final of the day.
Well, it promises to be an outstanding grand final. We'll run through the teams. First of all, our three referees, Michael Jenrich, Paul Richards, and Sonia Wiriani. Outstanding performances from those referees to make it through to the final. There's a third team in every match, and they've worked hard to gain the respect of all of their fellow referees and be judged the three best for this age category.
Yeah, absolutely. What a privilege to be selected as a referee. It's something that doesn't get talked about enough. And it's, you know, the game wouldn't be happening without them. And, you know, big respect to our referees out there. And congratulations on them getting their caps in this game.
So let's have a look at the Australian lineup. A very special player out there today, earning his 100th cap, wearing the number 11, John Salmon, known colloquially around the traps as the Fish, and an outstanding achievement to play 100 caps for your country over many, many years of representation. But in number one, we'll have a look at how they line up. Number one is Amir Ayub. Number two is Ian Smith. 3, Edward Bond. 4 is David Chung. Number 5 is Tony Parsons. 6, Shane Rigby. Number 7, Brett Gillard. 8 is Brandon Mike McDonald. Number 9, Derek Dugood. Number 10, Ian Jordan. Number 12 is Brooke Early. 13, James Marks. 14, Anthony Hoffmeyer. Number 15, John Hallidus. And number 16, Steve Hughes. 5 minutes here. We've just been given the 5-minute warning, so it gives us time to have a look at this New Zealand lineup. They'll take on the Aussies. Number 1, doesn't need any introduction. The man known colloquially around the world as Mr. Tuck is Peter Walters.
Yeah, really excited. Me personally to watch him in action in the number 1 shirt today. Definitely going to be one to look out for.
Pete, you know, responsible for a lot of changes around the game. He's very fresh. He hasn't played a single game in the World Cup. He's been waiting for the final.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
So the rest of the lineup, number 2 is Paul Norris, 3 is Dwayne Lipson, 4 is Sean Miller, number 5 is Kevin Orlowski, number 6 is Terry Tuatia, number 7, Mark Hoffman, number 8, Terry O'Carroll, number 9 is Raymond T. Moamanui, number 10, Greg Okoroa, number 11, David Poe, number 13 is Jim Griffiths, number 14 is Anthony Rangahito, number 15 is Michael Liuaga, number 16, Todd Peterson, and rounding out the team, number 20, James Lofisol. We see here on screen Aussie supporters and of course the face of one of the touch legends himself, Mr. Scott Notley, out here. Is selected in this team but unfortunately had to withdraw via injury, but it's great to see him on the sidelines supporting his teammates from Australia as you see the teams going through their final preparations. And great shots around the crowd. The bananas are on site, Kate.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been seeing them around all day. I'm not quite sure who they're with, where they come from, but they keep cropping up and they are having a great time.
Oh, they're an odd bunch, but they're here spectating.
We are just minutes away.
It is a great vibe here. We've been out in the village, the bar set up, the big screens, and this atmosphere electric to kick off the first of our 13 finals. Could you imagine? And we're going to bring you all the action here.
So exciting. I really cannot wait. And yeah, like you said, first to 13. We've got a whole weekend of this. We've got it all to look forward to.
I don't know about you, but the voices are quivering a little bit. But we're going to get through this. We're going to hope to bring you the best coverage we possibly can. 2 minutes, 2-minute warning. Sounds pumping, teams warming up.
Oh yeah, I couldn't find them for a bit either.
I hope you're picking up the vibe at home. It really is pumping. Great weather conditions for the first of these finals. The rain's held off. The temperature is nice, just very nice as it sits at the moment. See some of the locals have jackets on. Myself?
Is this about earlier, me saying that I was cold?
Not at all. Not at all, Kate.
It was windy, Adam.
Oh, the English summer. We love it.
This is your 1-minute warning, players and officials.
Wow, what about the countdown? 5-minute warning, 2-minute warning, 1-minute warning.
At least we know where we're at.
We're never going to get lost or not start on time. It looks like it'll be the Aussies to tap off. Aussies Getting us ready. The New Zealanders in the sub-box directly in front of us.
Players and officials, this is your 30-second warning. Please keep the field ready to play.
Ready to tap off here. Derek Toogood, the man with the honours to tap off the World Cup Grand Final.
You're all right, love. You're all right, love. Don't worry. You're all right. I'm not even that tall. That's not a problem.
4, 3,
The final countdown. Wait for the hooter. There it goes. The referee blows his whistle. We're underway. Australia skip it out to the right-hand side. Nice settling. Taking it easy there, David Chung. There's Toogood. Into the middle for Fong. Toogood loses his footing. There's Salmon on the switch back. They look to the right-hand side. Chung into space, but he turns it, brings it out. Referees are going to call a touch. Late pass was the call on Salmon.
Good first defensive set there for New Zealand. The last thing you want there is letting the Aussies score on first tap, and they've D'd them out really well there.
Fong and Salmon getting up off the line, as does Toogood, trying to keep the New Zealanders down this part of the ground if they can. Through the ruck goes Salmon. Couple of sloppy roll balls, allowed to let go. The Kiwis roll on some fresh legs, back to the wing. This is the final touch, so the Aussie compressed defence has really worked here in their favour.
Yeah, doing really well there. Not really getting anywhere near there, halfway there, New Zealand. So yeah, brilliant defensive set there from Australia.
Toogood, known in the Australian team as Bowie, gets the ball down for Fong. And the new man on in the shape of Shane Rigby out here, with the long compression socks. Riggers, long-term men's opens representative for Australia. Great to see him back here playing in the senior categories. As Chung works with Fong in the middle. Quick roll ball. Chung goes to the right, comes back to the left. Short pass. Quick roll ball. Has numbers. Ball's gone in the hands of Rigby. But the referee's going to call that a late pass. The Kiwis here, last time they were held into their own territory. The Aussies will keep that compressed defence coming. Now the New Zealand roll forward. Two bodies fall over in the roll ball.
Really strong defensive work here from Australia on this far side wing and link channel for them.
Ball out to New Zealand. Anthony Langahito, that's him with the ball, drives it forward. There's Lofiso. Langahito finds space, knocked down in flight. Back to Langahito. Ball is down, says the referee. And try time, Anthony Langahito. And New Zealand open the scoring. 1-0 here in this men's 55.
Yeah, what a lovely score there. We'll see it here on the replay. Scoop through, dummies, gets rid of it, pops off, and he scores his own scoop.
You see it on the screen there. You be the judge at home, and the try was awarded. 1-0 New Zealand. Australia on the attack now. James Marks it is that takes it into the line here. Another carry. And Smith in half. Back inside to Ian Jordan. Jordan drops the ball back to the right. There's Rigby on the sweep. Rigby goes to the line. Short ball. The hole opens up. Beautiful hands for the Australians. That's a try. That's how you put the ball down. 1-1.
Yeah, lovely score there. Like we saw Rigby coming round on that sweep. I'm sure we're going to be getting the replay in a second. And then just hands off there. Simple drawing pass. Here it comes. Sweep the play coming round. Hits it at pace. Draws those defenders in, and that chop hole is lovely there. And yeah, really good, well held. Good control of the ball.
Yeah, great try there for Ian Smith, but good team touch football from the Aussies. The men's 55s, Emus as they're called now. You see New Zealand reset on the line. It's Tuatia from half. Ball back to Peter Walters. Walters through the line. Touch made. Brandon McDonald gets a touch on Peter Walters. And now it'll be the Aussies to roll up off their line. Take it forward, move the ball for Salmon. Salmon drives it forward. Good pace here from Tony Parsons. Chung picks up Rigby on the sweep. All the way out here to Steve Hughes. Steve Hughes charges forward. Another absolute gentleman of our sport, Stephen Hughes. There's Bowie Dogood. Ball down. 10 metres inside the New Zealand halfway. This is where they want to move up now in compressed defence. Iwis need to get men on. Drive forward through Terry Tuatia, and they earn a penalty there for going through the ruck.
A good opportunity here for New Zealand. They got the tap on halfway here, so something to capitalise on for sure.
Into the line goes Todd Peterson. There's Peterson again. Into Langahito. There's Lofiso. Lofiso and Langahito working together in the corner, in the centre of the field.
Yeah, unfortunately there, just a bit of loss of control in the roll ball there. Gifting, sort of letting Australia off the hook there. And then a chance to get some fresh legs on.
It is Rigby that rolls it up field. That's a good charge from Fong. Nice direct play there from the Aussies. Bending the line of New Zealand. They've got numbers out here. That ball bounced. Langahito wanted the ball there, but the referee says replay that. Down now for the Aussies. Good dump, space out wide. Little opening, but closes as quickly as it opened for Smith. Try scorer for Australia. The Aussies on the charge once again. Called offside that time. Regroup. Now the Kiwis sweep into the midfield. Langahito telling his player to drive down, set it up. See Langahito, the puppet master out there. Tuatia, my apologies. That's Tuatia with the ball. Change over midfield. Sorry, Kate, you were about to say something.
No, that Aussie defence there, just lovely. It's really, they've been really aggressive, especially on this on New Zealand's box side. Really getting up in their faces and ducking out that momentum and making it really quite difficult for them.
Here was Chung sweeping off a McDonald pass. Now McDonald does likewise off a Chung ball from acting half. They work together, keeping it in the middle. Salmon looked to be sweeping. He'll drop back to the link position on the left side here. Chung and McDonald. Chung through the line. Onside now, the touch is made. Good defence from New Zealand.
Yeah, really good defence there, just tracking the ball there and making sure you're getting on side before making that touch so as not to give away a penalty. Lovely defence.
Here's New Zealand again, moving the ball forward, but the Aussies with this pressure defence, trying to keep New Zealand as deep in their own end of the field as they can. Bodies coming together. Here's Lofiso. Now this is Langahito. And Lofiso in the centre of the field once again. Final touch. Lofiso to the line. Another slip pass from Langahito. And the ball stops with John Salmon at a penalty. Forward pass called there. And Derek Duguid takes the ball into the centre. Now they move forward through Rigby. Good dump for Hughes into half, quick delivery. It's time for Tony Parsons to take it forward. That's a good dump. The ball out here, numbers if they move it, but they go back infield. Numbers still here for the Aussies. They break to the right and they've let go an opportunity out here.
Yeah, a bit of a shame that one. As you say, it was there and they had the momentum, they had the roll on there. If they'd have just maybe looked back to go the other way.
I'm sure they'll have a look at that one later on, maybe try to exploit the width after having turned it back inside a couple of times. And now New Zealand roll upfield. The Aussies not so urgent in defence here, knowing that Peter Walters is on.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to be getting up and really knocking that off. And
there's that change of speed from Peter Walters. And Nelly caught them short, but the Aussie defence compressed beautifully, shut down that opportunity. There's also a couple of Kiwis not certain they came in together. Unfortunate there for New Zealand supporters at home. You can convert that one into points.
Yeah, maybe a bit of miscommunication there, like we were saying earlier. So key. But yeah, hard defensive touch there.
Ian Smith knocked over in the roll ball. He's claiming a hard touch didn't go his way. There's been a few of those. Ian Jordan drives into the defence. There's a long ball from Rigby out to the wing. Taken beautifully on the fringe of the Australian line. Now the Kiwis try to turn defence into attack. Up to the right-hand side, the Kiwis come looking for the interchange players. Pete Walters drives into the line, takes a breath. Drop the ball back to the midfield now. It's Dwayne Lipsham. Lipsham working there with Norris. And the final touch there on Okoroa. So they're finishing their sets down on the Australian line or close to the Australian line, but not a lot of questions being asked of the defence yet from New Zealand, apart when Peter Walters is on the field.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like they're losing a little bit of organisation when they are getting up there. Although, as you do say, to be fair, when they are finishing it, they're finishing it over there. They're not making it easy for us to get across there. And as I say that, we have got a real injection of pace, but unfortunately it doesn't quite go to hands there for Australia.
Yeah, the ball back on the inside really wasn't, needed or asked for. You could see McDonald wasn't in any position to take it. And the hands up in acknowledgement that the pass wasn't the best one from Parsons. But a change over here for New Zealand. Great opportunity for the Aussies. 15 metres out from the New Zealand line. The ball has to be played in centre field. So Jordan will be the man to play it. Ian Smith in acting half. They bring it out for Hughes. Hughes into the line. He's pushed off balance. Referee says play on, return to the mark. There's McDonald now. Is it across for Chung? Jordan down for Chung. Chung into half. He's a danger man for the Aussies. Quicked up there. Short pass. Was that player onside? Referee says he was.
Lovely face play there, though, for Australia.
See the off-field referee coming on talking to him as well. So that could have been about onside or the collision. Chung for the line. That ball looked down for me. The referee agrees. David Chung, you can't give him an inch. He will seize it. Saw the opening and then just dived low and got to the ground. That's the first time the Aussies have been in front in the game. 2-1.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see a replay of it here. Just gets it back, goes on the outside, and then the step back there in the middle. Claiming the touch there, but it's just not quite quick enough. Yeah, lovely score there for David Chung.
It really was. And now the Kiwis, the ball's back on the scoreline. The Aussies didn't bring it back, but thank you to crowd members. We see another replay, beautifully executed from David Chung. There's James Lofiso. Here's again the Lofiso-Langito duo in the middle. Here they bring in Tuatia. So their three strike players are out there now. Here's a nice skip pass, the passing play out the back. Beautifully executed by the New Zealand team. Their three big guns in the middle and men in motion, and then the passing play, but the referees have called it forward.
Oh, that is a real shame, because that was an absolute dream to look at from up here, from this vantage point. I don't think we'll get a replay of it, but yeah, beautiful mid platform, and that'll play off that. And yeah, lovely bit of work from New Zealand there. Just unfortunate that last pass got called forward.
So the Aussies get a let off there, coming off their line now. 13.5 minutes gone here in the first half. It is Australia leading 2-1, but New Zealand right in this game as we roll forward here through the hands of the Aussies. Anthony Hoffmeyer into the line. That's him again. James Marks takes it into the line as well. And changeover on the 7 metres for New Zealand. As far from their sub-box as they can be. And the Aussies will compress here in defence and get up nice and high. Here comes the second phase of that defence. 2 touches. 10 metres out from the New Zealand line. There's touch number 3. 4 now. Bit of confusion. The referees are going to allow the replay of that one. No, penalty they blow now.
Not quite, I'm not sure what that one was for actually, Adam, but yeah, a bit unfortunate there for Australia.
Now Peter Waller's into the middle, working there with Orlowski. Orlowski with the ball. Pete Wallers goes down. Orlowski back, hands off. Wallers with the dump. Look for the split to the right here. Long ball out on the outside. Nice touch for the Aussies. Who remain? Oh, this is the last touch now. Peter Walters for Orlowski. Orlowski pops it up. The Aussies take that one. Through James Marks. The ball out to the right-hand side now. Looking for that sub-box. The Aussies having defended there. Into the line goes Hoffmeyer. Little ball back on the inside. It was an off-the-hip pass. And again, confusion from the Australians. They won't be happy about that. Ian Jordan puts it down. This is an opportunity now for New Zealand.
Yeah, you don't want to be making those mistakes, especially when you're trying to get off the pitch as well and get those fresh legs on. Talking about it earlier, and then you're having to suck it up and D again on the line like Australia having to here.
Here's Walters now working with Okaroa. Okaroa into half. The split to the right for Walters. He overruns the play a little bit there. Moves it out for Longahito. Those two guys have worked together. Walters to the right, skips out. Numbers are on here. Touch made by Ian Smith. On-field referee called the touch. The off-field referee thinks he saw an indiscretion. Geez. We'll see it in replay here. As they come to the line, is there contact? Yeah, the hand goes out before he has the ball. I don't know how much interference was played, but it doesn't matter what we think. The referees have blown the whistle. There's Tuatia. Back for Longahito. The right man plays the ball. They replay it now. Slides to the left for Lofiso. Lofiso picks up, bounces out to the left. There's a long pass. They had numbers there. That came from nothing, and that little skip pass to the left drew the winger in. And it's 2-2 here as the Touch Black supporters pump their team up here. 2-2, Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah, lovely score here, like we see. Just gets that ball down, gets it back, and draws the wing in, and there's acres of space out there on the wing.
Yeah, the link was caught out of position there and then jammed in as soon as he turned his body. Quick hands of Longahito. Found the winger unmarked for a try as we see Rigby down on his haunches. In the middle now for Duguid. Switches it up with Chung. Fong drives in. Chung from half now. Little stutter step out to the left. Good pace here from Chung. Numbers out wide, but well read in defence from the New Zealanders.
Yeah, really well read there by the New Zealander winger. Like we were talking, it's a really technical position, knowing when to read that and stay out. And yeah, really well defended there.
2 minutes left in the first half here. We're all tied up 2 each for Australia and New Zealand. Here comes the charge for the Touch Blacks men 55s. Walters dishes off into the middle. Walters and Orlowski. Orlowski there, ball out to the link position. Put down by by Greg Okaroa.
A bit of a shame there. New Zealand got a bit of a good roll on, actually, overcoming that really quite aggressive midfield Australian defence. But yeah, not quite to hands there at the end.
Yeah, and this interchange here, a lot more direct from the Australians, laying the foundation going forward. That's a good charge from Fong. This is where they're dangerous, but the outside defence compresses. Now they're bent here in shape, this defensive line, but the Australians just walk it forward. Here's Chung, he'll go into half. This is where he's dangerous, skips out to the left. And the final touch there for the Aussies, nothing doing. It was Ian Jordan caught in possession. 1 minute remains here. Will we go to the break at 2-2, or will we see a change in the scoreline? Peter Walters charges forward. Now the ball put back into the middle. And touches coming here. Lofiso and Langahito. They bounce out to the left. Well read. That ball was late. Referees are right onto it. So the final plays here will be in the hands of Australia. They'll close out the first half. 15 seconds remain. Probably have one play from this tap here.
Yeah, so you're just taking them back to the mark here, and the Claxton is gone just as the tap has happened.
Hands out, space on the right-hand edge, but shut down by the defensive Sean Miller across in cover, and that is half-time. The siren sounds in the background. 2 apiece here in the men's 55 gold medal match, Australia and New Zealand. Hank, what have you thought about that first half?
Oh, yeah, I mean, what a performance, but from both teams. Obviously, things to work on, you know, in terms of New Zealand, just that subbing on, I think it's testament to the Australian defence definitely in midfield there. They're not quite getting that roll on that we're seeing, and that injection of momentum that we're seeing from the Australian team coming on.
So we'll take a quick break here and bring you all the action of the second half. Australia and New Zealand 2-2 men's 55s gold medal match.
Between Australia and New Zealand. Another presentation for this game will happen just after the next game starts. On the stage, on the other side of the field. Please respect all of the volunteers. And also the bench as well, the walk around the rope line to get from one side to the other. Very much appreciated. We've got 10 pilots here tomorrow, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning with the women's 40s, and finishing at 5 o'clock with the men's holders. The band will remain open for food, drink, connections. For the shows, everything else starts for play, all the rest of it. The massive thanks to our hosts here at the University of Nottingham, along with the biggest sponsor this year, the main sponsors, Chiapura, Mappe, Hilux, Energy Resource Acceleration, and Vermeer, all of you will be empowering the Dutch World Cup 2024 final in its clean access forward. Ladies and officials, this is your 2-minute warning. Ladies and officials, this is your 2-minute warning.
One of you has to go up, one of you has to go under.
Okay, I'll go.
Welcome back to our coverage here from Nottingham, the World Cup gold medal game here, Australia and New Zealand men's 55. We're all tied up at 2-2. New Zealand, they've looked dangerous when Peter Walters has been on the field, but also it's been the hot hand of Terry Tuatia. We've also had Anthony Langahito and James Lofiso looking dangerous in the middle for the Touch Blacks, and Dave Chung always dangerous in the middle for the Australians.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see. You know, obviously we're having a look in the sub boxes at half time there, and see what has been fixed in both teams, and who's going to come out on top in this first 30 to 60 seconds.
Well, they're both out there ready to go, well ahead of schedule. So they want to get this underway, and it is Lofiso that starts us off. He's Langahito working together, and Tuatia, the three players we talked about. Just taking it slowly. It'll be a change of pace here. Lofiso into the line, cut out pass. There was Langahito stepping out, but a changeover here for the Australians.
A bit unfortunate there, just a bit lost control there.
It's Dogood, gets it down for Fong. Fong to Salmon. Salmon back into Dogood, down the centre of the field. Ian Smith with the ball now. Inside to Dogood. Fong switches it back for Salmon. They break again to the right. Now the line opens up infield. Ball slipped away. There's Fong. Fong and Dogood. Dogood shifts it to the link position. Out there for Smith. Ball popped up. Back on the inside for Salmon. Numbers here if they can get it out wide. Tap over the top needed to be on the shutdown from the winger. Came in at pace. Dogood holds his back like he was taken out.
Brilliant read by the winger there.
It was a shutdown defence. It had to come. He did it beautifully. And Fong looks to wrap this one up and just puts it down on the 7-metre line. And both teams have had that opening opportunity of the second half. 1.5 minutes gone. And it is New Zealand now to roll up out of their own territory. Bodies all over the place there.
Yeah, the contact in this game is it's looking pretty hefty, actually. It's, you know, it's obviously lots on the line here as well. These teams want to be putting in those heavy touches and looking to disrupt those roll balls as legally as they can.
There's a huge delay between the infringement and the original outcome, or the final outcome. And it's just slowing the game down considerably. Referees need to be more on spot there and just blow the penalty and get on with it. Here it is, Peter Walters rolling into the line. Look forward to me, and I think the referee spotted the same infringement. Another delay between the infringement and the outcome. Dogood takes it to the line, as does Salmon, looking to get the ball to the sub box. There's Fong driving forward. So the opening attacking team of the Aussies just getting interchanged now as we see Chung out of half, calling the man back under. That's out for Brooke Early. Chung now. Early looking to go on the inside. Chung wanted in there, but Early had broken short. And the turnover midfield here for New Zealand. The Aussies up out of the line. Make that touch. Trying to cut down. The inside pass gets extra metres for New Zealand. Territory, so important here for the Touch Blacks, men 55s. The dummy back to the inside. This is great movement here through Jim Griffiths. Lofiso back into the middle. There's Tuatia. Touch made on Terry Tuatia. Lofiso just being pointed in the right direction. Sean Miller takes the drive in. There's Lofiso. Langahito wraps around and the ball goes to ground. A great movement from the Touch Blacks of New Zealand men's 55s. Ball goes to ground. And a penalty for a late pass. Sees the Aussies punch up through the midfield. James Marks gets the territory. Now Brandon McDonald drives onto the field, but downtime. Delay there for the Aussies. Tony Parsons through the line. There's Chung. Chung and McDonald, they'll work together here. Chung steps out, goes back short. Dive over play. Touch affected. David Chung pointing to the referee saying, sir, why can't you call play through? Why isn't that a try? If he's offside, why don't I get the advantage?
Yeah, don't seem to be too happy with that result, do they, Australia? But another 6 at the line, nonetheless.
Another penalty, not moving forward against the New Zealand team. Gordon slips it back inside. There's McDonald again. Chung on the switch play. Hoffmeyer taking it down. There's Chung. Short for Jordan. Sorry, Tony Parsons. Up out of the line comes Lorfiso. Lorfiso with his back to the attack there, but Langahito comes underneath and covers up his mate. Lorfiso was offside. They needed to break to the short. Fortunately, Chung hit the wrong hole. So it is the New Zealanders now to come off their own line with the penalty tap. Tuatia charges forward. Loaders try to pick his number up there. That's Lorfiso. Big push in the back from Waller's men through the ruck. Pete not happy about it. There's another one. They get away with it again, but Waller's takes the opening from half.
Oh, what a run. Getting ball back, unfortunately.
There's another one of those. That's advantage taken away from the Touch Blacks. Waller sees the opportunity. There's just so much going on out here in this final. You can hear, you may be able to pick up in the effects mics, groans from the crowd at several decisions. But that one may have a major impact on the game.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, questions I think were being asked there, but lovely attempt at the line there from
Peter
Walters, but quite converted into a try.
There's 4 Aussie bodies around that one. They got down low with Peter. And it is the Aussies now up off their own line. Rigby out to Hughes. There's another charge into the line from Tony Parsons. Penalty to the Aussies on the halfway line. Rigby to take the tap.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Back to the midfield they come. Eric Dugood. This is Fong. Fong back to Dugood. Salmon sweeps to the left. They give off to Salmon. Salmon switches it back to the right-hand side. Goes down for Fong. Referee says not square.
Unfortunate again. That was a really good opportunity for Australia. But just got to control the controllables, as we say. But yeah, unfortunate there. A bit of an error, and again being brought back for a penalty against Australia again.
It is now the New Zealanders 10 metres their own side of halfway with a penalty tap. Taken by Langahito. He drives it forward again. 3 danger men for New Zealand here in the middle in this near link position. That's Lorfiso. Working with Langahito in the middle. Tucked out here in the link position is Terry Tuatia. Tuatia with the ball now. They skip out. Back on the inside. And it is Tuatia that steps off the left foot, gets inside John Salmon. And Tuatia breaks the deadlock. 3-2 New Zealand. Let's see it here. The no-touch Lorfiso step to the right, dishes off to the left, and then Tuatia with the big left foot step dots the ball down. Try time, New Zealand.
What a lovely bit of footwork there from Tuatia. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Halfway, we're about at the midpoint of this half now, and yeah, finally one team getting the one-up.
Is Australia that need to get back into the action here. We are right on the halfway mark of this half. The 1/4 of the game remains. Australia, they don't look like cracking this New Zealand defence as we say that. Chung comes around to the right, the long ball to the left. This time, it's the bodies in motion into the midfield. That opens up on the left. And a great play there by the Aussies. Amir Ayoub it is that scores the try, but let's see it again in replay.
Here it is.
It's the ball down. They go to the right. The sweeper play pulls in a couple of defenders, and then that long ball out. Ayoub underneath it beautifully. We're all tied up once again, 3-all.
What a lovely response there from Australia to New Zealand's try only a few seconds before.
9.5 minutes remain here in this match. 3-all, Australia, New Zealand, exactly what we expected. And they bring it through the centre again. This time to the short side. No holes in the defence. They return to the 7 metres. Look for a second phase here. Out to the left they go, in behind the line, the long ball. Touch this time. Steve Hughes. The big touch from Stevie Hughes. Nobody gets past him. He's like a trap. The flags of New Zealand supporters wave and then get pulled down as quickly.
Yeah, lovely take there on the wing, but yeah, not quite there. Look at this Australian drive, coming at it with such depth and pace here.
Salmon it is, the 100 games today. The caps for John Salmon. The skew roll ball. Play on is the call. Back inside for Duguid. Fong into half. It's Chung now. David Chung, the danger man, close to the line. Works with Duguid. Down he goes. Chung goes right. Hits a hole on the left. That'll be a late pass.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Would have been a nice little play if it had come off. We saw the bounce ball coming, but not quite executed there.
And now it is the New Zealanders that drive up the field looking for a hole. Big push from the offender, from the attacking player there. Sometimes you can give away an offensive penalty in that situation, but that time the referees call play on. Ball centre field now. It's those two again. Lofiso and Langahito. Langahito gets the ball out, popped up. One's going to be called a late pass.
A couple of errors coming in from both sides really as we're going into this final quarter of the game. At what point do we start thinking about drop-offs here, Adam?
I don't want to see a drop-off, I have to be completely honest. I want this one determined here in normal game time as Rigby takes it forward. Defensive New Zealand just moving up, opened up a little hole but not exploited by the Aussies. Wrap-around play here to Salmon to go into half. Salmon dangerous from the half position. The pick and scoop has to come back to the right-hand side. Long ball out to the winger. Steps back on the inside. Gets the ball down in time. Deadlock broken. Australia. Stephen Hughes. Great try.
What a lovely step back there. Lovely bit of heads-up play. Like we saw coming on. I mean, a lot of that came from that drive as well for Australia. Let's see it again here. Just to scoop the pickup. Looks to go left. Changed his mind. Coming back the other way. Lovely step back to the right foot there. And then the left as well. Beautiful. He
had to change direction a couple of times. This ball from Salmon was on the money. You can see the winger did everything right. Charged out, and it's just the pace. It's hard to change direction when you're chasing like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really well executed there by Australia.
So the Aussies in front by 1. They move forward now through the midfield. Back in the hands of McDonald. McDonald down for Hoffmeyer. Back for Hoffmeyer. Meyer again, the man with the skin socks on. In Jordan in the number 10. Down for Jordan into half. Skips out to the right, the big chase again. They go wide. He falls over, but does he get it over the line? He does. Try time Australia, they're out by 2. Brooke Early. Let's watch this one again. Acrobatic put down.
Lovely pickup here. goes on the outside again, just absolutely.
Ian Jordan here from half, sights an opening. He can see that the big number 8 from New Zealand is in tight. That's Terry O'Carroll. And as he rolls over the line, O'Carroll despairingly looking. He thinks, did he drop it? No, the ball's down. Try time. They're out by 2 in the blink of an eye.
It was just bundled up there, wasn't it? Yeah, maybe not the most stylish of dives, but it was effective.
Doesn't matter how you get it over the line. Creep, crawl,
Exactly.
slide, run, dive, doesn't matter.
Lovely
Here's the
finish.
Aussies up by 2 now. Danger men here to grow to the crowd. Thought that one was forward. It's held up in the middle here. Langahito and Lofiso. Working with Orlowski now. Here they are. Langahito diving for the line. The referee drops back into position, scores that, and you can see the crowd in the background of that shot. Celebrations for the Kiwi supporters. Langahito gets another one for the men's 55s from New Zealand.
Here it is again on the replay. Just bringing up those Australian middles. Both are up in our position there, and yeah, lovely attempt to get the touch in there.
This
Diving
view
touch.
here will be perfect. Oh, we lose the replay just at the crucial moment. We're bringing all the live action here from the World Cup match. This Australian team in front by 1. 5-4 the scoreline. Donald in the middle. Working with Jordan. There's Rigby on the sweep. Goes to the line of pace. Looks for Chung. Chung can't release the ball. 7 metres out. Chung skips to the left. Turns it back inside. Rigby holds it. And that is the final touch on the 7 metre line for New Zealand. Australian defence moves up in numbers. Tries to cut down this preparation for the subset here for New Zealand. They've shut down 2. Jordan comes up again, collapses out wide. Good defence from the Aussies. That's 4 now. They only just make the halfway line.
They've like one glass over that.
Looking for a strike play here from far out. Little juggle of the ball from Tuatia. And this will be the last one for New Zealand. Peter Waddles will have to put something on special. Floated over the top. Will be a late pass. No, just called ball away. Now there's the signal. Forward pass is called. Will be the Aussies through David Chung. Tap it off and just walk it forward. 5 metres on the play there. This one goes through the hands of Tony Parsons. Brendan McDonald looking around this ruck. Rigby. Back inside, cuts out McDonald. Gets it out to Parsons. There's Chung. Not much doing here. Slowed down the pace somewhat.
Yeah, Oz will be looking to run up the clock a little bit at this point, for sure.
You can't afford to shut down completely against New Zealand. You really have to keep the whip cracking. They earn a penalty late in the touch count. Not moving forward enough. 5-4 the scoreline. 2 minutes remain here in this gold medal match. Australia have the ascendancy by 1. New Zealand have to be more aggressive in defence here. Jordan calls McDonald around. There's Chung in half. Back to Ian Jordan. Jordan will go down for Rigby. No, pulls it back. Hoping to get these defenders up out of the line for Riggers. Rigby goes to the line. Pops it out for Jordan. Numbers there if he can get it down. What has the referee said? Player calls no touch. You can see that great honesty. This is a World Cup final. And the New Zealand men's 50s calls a no touch. And that is how this game is played. Great camaraderie and spirit, but complete honesty from the Kiwi defence.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such an important part of this sport, and it's what we all know and love about it. And yeah, lovely finish there on
yeah, you can see
outside.
You see it completely. As soon as the ball was down, he was saying no touch, no touch. That's outstanding in a World Cup final. You are watching at home. That is the example you should follow. As we see a little pop-up intercept. Will he go all the way? They've called the touch back here. As soon as he makes that original contact, if there's any touch made, then regardless of what happens, that is a touch called, and we'll see it perfectly here. That knock up and then the touch, so great call by the referee.
Yeah, very much so there. Being brought back here, as we can see. Thought we were going to have a full pitch moment then.
Coast to coast in the men's 55s, but we don't see that. But what we will see is Australia wind down the clock here, a 2-try lead. They'll win the gold medal for the 2024 World Cup as we have a breakaway now, but that doesn't matter. The boys celebrate hard. Australia take out the first gold medal match of the 2024 World Cup. 6 tries to 4, and what a victory. So tight at half-time. Broken apart by 2 a couple of times, but the Kiwis brought it back. And then eventually, Australia victorious. Outstanding match to open up the final series.
Yeah, absolutely. It was that last sort of 10 minutes, they really just seemed to be clicking and really putting the burners on, and yeah, really well deserved. I mean, both teams fought really hard. It was a brilliant first final to kick us off for sure.
Yeah, we see the smiles of the Australian players. But so tight, the two teams here celebrating together. Handshakes and hugs all around. These boys have been playing against each other for the best part. In some examples, over 30 years, these guys have been going hard at it. And what a great way to start all of our finals. Okay, we're going to go down pitch side to Meeksy. He's got one of the Australian players. Over to you, Ben.
Here with John Sammy on his 100th cap. Congratulations, world champions for the 55 in the first category. How's it feel?
First time, amazing. Loved it. Tough game.
Yeah, absolutely. They gave it to you all the way. You've had quite a comfortable campaign, but this one, they really gave it to you.
Yeah, we knew they were going to come out. They're a quality side, you know. They're led by quality people, and we expected that.
And a game of legends from both sides.
Yeah.
And you guys just came on top. What does it mean to be an Australian winning the first category for Australia in this World Cup?
It's such a privilege. To play this sport at home with my family, for my state, for my country, you just can't beat it.
Thank you for the interview and congratulations, world champion John Salmon. Well done, congratulations.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the men's 55s grand finals. Great to hear from John Salmon after his 100th cap. Thanks to Meeksy for bringing us that pitch side interview and all the insight of the excitement and the atmosphere here at the finals, when now it'll be Australia getting set for the next grand final against New Zealand, this time in the men's 50s division. All of the action right here. Stand by for the preparation. Kate, what do you think of that one?
Oh, I mean, what a game, what a game. I love it when it's so close. And, you know, as I made reference to, I do love a drop-off as well. And, you know, I really thought it was heading towards it at one point. So, yeah, really nice to see.